Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, gonna be a Midrank Madness game sent to SniperMonkey at the email address in the description. Gonna be Mpoufos versus Cheshire on Hardwire. Bottom left, we have a Brood War skinned hatchery belonging to Cheshire, the red Zerg player. And in the top right, we have a standard command center belonging to Mpoufos. We're gonna call him Mpoufos? I think we're just gonna call him Mpoufos. Maybe MP? We'll call him MP. Alright, so Midrank Madness is just my every other week examination of what's going on in the gold, platinum, and diamond levels of StarCraft 2's ladder. If you want me to cast your Midrank Madness game, send it to SniperMonkey at the email address in the description with the subject of Midrank Madness. I guarantee he will watch it. He likes screening these replays. Thank you very much, SniperMonkey, for saving me some time in the week. And hatch blocking. The Zerg player says, all right, man, I'll just go ahead and put my hatch at the third base location. I am pretty darn used to it now, but usually Protoss does this. But I don't know. SCVs are the same thing, right? Blocking off of the hatch. So 16, 18, 17. Here for Cheshire. Is the sound enabled? Why am I not? I guess we're hearing it. It's just kind of quiet. Anyway, that little pensive moment is brought to you by the sponsor of this cast, who is nobody. Maybe it's going to be falconpaladin.store, where you can get your merch for Falcon Paladin and StarCraft as well. We ship anywhere in the world, maybe not North Korea, but pretty much every other country. And is this going to be a proxy from MP here? All right, man. No Reaper? Wait, hang on a second. Oh, there is a Reaper. I did see him coming. All right, so this is the Weeper. The Reaper, a man plagued by clinical depression. The Weeper's parents signed him up for the Reaper program to try and bring some excitement into his life and to chase away his gloom. Far from it, he modified his KD8 charge to disperse tear gas and cries out of consideration and remorse for those he kills. Not that it stops him from doing it. Wow, okay. A KD8 charge. Spitting out tear gas, apparently. Staying alive, forcing a couple drones to turn themselves into extractors and spores and annoying stuff like that. Main base already has a queen and they're defending as well, so everything is just fine. Now, okay. Obviously, factor reactors are probably Hellions here from MP. That's a traditional opening. There we go, a couple Hellions to deal with any incoming Lings that might exist. You can deal with incoming Ling floods pretty effectively with 2 to 4 to 6 Zergling, or Hellions, right? Blah, blah, blah. Especially if they're off creep, which they're going to be because they're attacking you. Now, this is a proxy starport here from MP. Okay. I support that. Maybe get a Liberator out, a Banshee out, start harassing some of these drones, making them wish they had never been born. That sort of thing. So far, pretty standard stuff. This is what I like from Midrank Madness games. Just a standard opening. You know, kind of see what's going on in these lower leagues. Obviously, I talk about this a lot, but standard openings are pretty easy if you're following build orders that you can find on lotv.spawningtool.com. If you're following those, then yeah, if you're not being harassed or anything, then sure, you can follow those, no problem. The thing is, as is said in the Art of War, no plan survives first contact with the enemy. So, enemy's going to show up, cause problems, you're going to forget to make drones, right? If you're the Zerg player, Reaper going to come around, you're going to forget to get upgrades and whatnot here. So the Lings sacrifice themselves to these Hellions. That's bad. And then, yeah, this is absolutely terrible stuff here for the Zerg player. Hellions getting way too much damage on. There's a fusion core on the way back there. Interesting. We might see some Battlecruisers here. Very interesting indeed. Our Reaper did go down. Goodbye, Weeper the Reaper. You know, one of the Hellions goes down here too, but continuing to scout around, see what's what. Maybe kill some of these transferring drones if you're into that stuff. Nah. Oh no, kind of getting pinned in here with a queen and a couple Zerglings, and another Hellion goes down to queen defense here, but it really feels feels like, man, this has got to be Battlecruiser, right? Yeah. So Battlecruiser on the way, but unfortunately it's a supply block for MP. He doesn't have the available supply to make a PC. Tragically. He's getting Yamato as well, but what he's not doing is building more supply depots, so he's not supply blocked, so we can actually make a Battlecruiser. What's interesting about this is he's proxying a Battlecruiser, and I guess that means he can fly over instead of warping over, which is what generally the first Battlecruiser does, and that way you can warp out, right? Which is fantastic. But either way, oh my gosh, this Hellion's got 8 kills. These are YOLO Hellions for sure, but 13 drones killed in the first 5.5 minutes is not good. That said, Cheshire doing a great job of placing his drones as he can. He's got 45 workers to only 30 for MP. And so far, there's your Battlecruiser. Okay, so Yamato's finishing up here. Battlecruiser is on the way. And so far, both players, I don't know, spending their money fairly effectively. We got more YOLO Hellions coming in here. Yeah, if you go back behind a mineral line like this, you can't get out. This is, oh, he can get out. He can slip right through there. I did not realize that. Nicely done. So, I mean, nice job recognizing the gaps in the mineral patches better than I did there. MP, once again, going behind a mineral line and just YOLOing these Hellions in, recognizing killing drones is awesome. 24 drones down in the first 6 minutes of this game. Cheshire is not having the best day when it comes to drone deaths. And I've been in your shoes before, Cheshire. I understand how it feels. It's so frustrating. Drones actually forced to fight there, too, to try to get something done. But 27 drones killed in the first 6.5 minutes is crazy. And guess what? More drones are going to die to this Battlecruiser. There's another Battlecruiser on the way. If you get Yamato, you probably want to have at least 2 Battlecruisers out on the field. Just makes sense if you're going to invest into that upgrade. Now, if you have 5 queens, you can handle a Battlecruiser. If you have 3, no, not enough here. Oh my gosh, he's just kind of sitting over the mineral line, casually roasting him up. He could Yamato one of these queens. He's got Yamato available. I'm not sure if he realizes that upgrade finished, and I mean, it's off cooldown, so you can use it, but gosh dang. No spores in the natural base either. Okay, Corruptors are on the way. But 32 drones killed. Remember when Cheshire had a worker advantage? Well, he still does, but it's not as big as it was. Cheshire's like, all right, this harassment has got to be stupid. I'm going to run some lings across the map and see what I can do. And the answer is you could do a lot with a bunch of Zerglings in that natural base. There are a couple Hellions back there hanging on, and actually these lings aren't interested in moving in. But Le Battlecruiser, okay, it's going to die to these Corruptors unless it jumps now. Like, this is a jump out of there now situation, and it does. Well done. Well done, Battlecruiser pilot. So that is 36 drones killed, and now the lings run in when, oh, okay, there's more Hellions, and I mean, there's a Battlecruiser here too. There's a little bit of Hellion micro, all it takes. Oh boy, Hellion count looking pretty nasty. And some WIDOWMINEs coming in at the same time. The second Battlecruiser comes in, is wasting shots on these Corruptors. I mean, you really should be target firing. Oh, that did not work. He tried to Yamato down a Corruptor, and that absolutely backfired on him hardcore, and he dead. So Cheshire is making a lot of Corruptors for the one Battlecruiser that exists right now. He doesn't really have much that can handle, I don't know, these Hellions. For example, there are exactly 6 queens to handle these Hellions, and MP is doing an absolutely fantastic job. Oh, and the Hellbat transformation has arrived, and there are no lings to assist these poor queens. Just absolutely barbecuing these drones. Ugh. Right in that mineral line. Morton, 43 drones killed. This is death by worker kill today from MP. Absolutely beautifully executed by him. He is doing so much work here. I mean, this is some of the best drone killing I've seen from a Terran player in some time on my channel. 46 drones down in the first 9 minutes of this game. Wow. The bad news for MP is that he's spending so much time harassing. He doesn't have a third base yet at 9 minutes, which he absolutely should. He's got a command center in the main base. There you go. He's going to lift it off and land it at that third base location. Not going to upgrade it to an orbital yet. Probably should. And this Battlecruiser back home, he's been repaired up. He's got 11 kills. He's going to kill an overseer 2 to add to that count. So the problem here for Cheshire is, yes, he's got 13 Corruptors, but that's it, man. It's 5 queens and 13 Corruptors. And sure, you're going to kill the one Battlecruiser that exists, but also MP's only got 2 WIDOWMINEs in his army. I mean, it's 2 WIDOWMINEs and a Battlecruiser right now. More Battlecruisers are on the way, so the Corruptors are going to have more reason to exist here in a bit. You're going to caustic spray down your third base, no problem. Try to fly it away, but guess what? Corruptors can shoot air stuff. And I think this command center is going to die. It actually can't land. before it dies. I'm doing some math here in my head, and nope. Dead command center, Battlecruiser wandering across the map. The Corruptor's on the other side of the map now. And, I mean, is there even a spore? There's not a spore here inside the main base. Honestly, you should be Yamatoing these queens, but I guess if you can kill one of them that easily, it's not a big deal. Yamatoing another queen would be cool. There's only, how many? 4 queens now. Yamato one of them and just kill the rest of them, MP. That's all you gotta do here to win this thing. Although, okay, so you get Yamato 1. And then the Corruptors show up and you jump out. All right, well executed there, MP. Nicely done. So now, okay, so now the army is 2 Battlecruisers and 7 WIDOWMINEs. So it's going to be Battlecruiser, WIDOWMINE, the composition chose here by MP. Now here's the trick. If you kill 58 drones in the first 10 minutes of the game, you can kind of choose whatever comp you want. Because the Zerg player is going to have a really, really hard time being that much of a threat to you. That said, Cheshire is doing an amazing job replacing drones. He's at 61, despite losing 60 in this game. He's made 120 workers in the first 10 minutes today. That's insane. He's expanding again. Cheshire's like, I've been harassed. I know how to deal with it. You absorb the hits, you try to kill the harassing stuff as much as you can, and then you just keep making drones all the day. And that's exactly what he's doing, and I kind of love it for him. All right, so now we're just going to walk WIDOWMINEs across the map. I thought maybe these would be dropped, or maybe they would come in with the Battlecruisers. I think that'd be pretty neat. But you're just making 7 WIDOWMINEs at a time. Oh, we are with the Battlecruisers. Okay. So now there's trap, right? So now the Battlecruisers are like, hey, Corruptors, come and kill us. And there's 7. Oh my gosh, this is so... No, the execution of this trap is disgusting. Ah, no! Okay, MP, that was a 500 IQ play there. Handful of roaches are like, well, let's come across the map here. Actually, Ling's killing SCVs here too. Loving that. And Cheshire's just like, I'm just not discouraged. I have lost so much stuff today. 7,800 resources lost to 3,500 for the Terran. I mean, is this command center going to upgrade to a planetary before it dies? The answer is no. Maybe with some repair it could, but MP is not interested in any of that. Oh, just kidding, he is now, but is it too late? Yeah, it forces a liftoff. A lot of SCVs are dying here. MP only has 40. I mean, the mass WIDOWMINE play combined. Look at this. He's just going to burrow right under these Corruptors because he's not... Oh my gosh. Jumps out. More Corruptors have died. Ugh, WIDOWMINEs to defend against the roaches here. How many? 20 Corruptors have died today. This is insane. Ugh. WIDOWMINEs, I mean, killing queens? An Overseer's here. Spores here. Come kill them. Make like some Zerglings and kill these WIDOWMINEs before they destroy more of your stuff. Cheshire, this is insane. And I haven't seen really a mass WIDOWMINE play since the last time I played a 4v4. Sometimes 3v3s we see mass WIDOWMINEs as a strat. It's really frustrating and stupid, and sometimes it's amazing and sometimes it sucks. Oh, another Corruptor dies. These battle... Yeah, man, just mass WIDOWMINE. Frustrating as all get out. What I would be making here if I was Cheshire are Hydralisks, because Hydras outrange WIDOWMINEs extensively, especially with their range upgrade. And sure, you also want to make some Corruptors to deal with Battlecruisers that exist. There are 2 of those, but, you know, just wandering around with an Overseer, following your Hydralisks, picking the WIDOWMINEs out of the ground, taking no losses whatsoever from them. I think that's a good way to go here. That said, we're getting an Infestation Pit. We still have 70 workers. Like, I am beyond impressed at Cheshire's ability to have 70 workers today, despite losing 70 workers. That just doesn't happen a lot. The harassment's been very intense from MP. A lesser Zerg player would have GG'd out a long time ago, but Cheshire's like, nah, I'm going to expand a whole bunch of billion times. MP barely has 3 bases rolling on 40 workers. I can still beat him. I can do this, and I believe in Cheshire. He's got the heart of a player that can definitely win this game. He's got a macro hatch here at the 3rd base location, too. That's awesome. He's got actually does have spores at his bases now. Well, one of them anyway in the main. And actually one at the 3rd base, too. So that's... And the 4th. Fine. There are spores at some bases and not at others. We're making 9 WIDOWMINEs at a time here. Hydralisks. Cha-cha-cha. Hydralisks. I don't know that Cheshire is going to go for Hydralisks. He's trying to get upgrades for his Corruptors, of which he has 3. And 24 of those Corruptor friends have died today. MP is taking a 4th base at the 12 o'clock. So all of his harassment has been very good. his ability to expand and macro has not been super great. I mean, he's spending his money, but he doesn't have as much money as he should, considering he's not even saturating his natural base entirely. And I guess he just oversaturated his third, so that's where that happened. But yeah, I like the fourth base. It's fine. Maybe you expand again. You got about 800 minerals there. You can afford it. And yeah, this little... No! Ling Roach against Mass Widowmine? Are you crazy? Roaches can outrange Widowmines. Okay, so those burrow. No! Ugh. The cost effectiveness of these Widowmines is through the roof. Resources lost are 13,000 to 5,000. 13,000 to 5,000. That's more than a 2-to-1 resources loss ratio. Insane. High sec auto tracking coming in from MP. Why not? Once again, Roaches not the answer here. It's Hydralisks. So this is a learning moment for Cheshire. Is honestly, Mass Hydra would handle this. You can handle 3 battle cruisers with Mass Hydra. It's just when you start getting up to like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 battle cruisers, bad things happen. And look at this. Little friendly fire splash on one of the battle cruisers. That's okay, but these corruptors, man, having the worst time of it. Okay, Roaches are pretty good at dealing with Widowmines that are on cooldown. So they're slowly getting picked out of the ground here. This is nice. 90 workers for Cheshire, floating a ton of cash. Is making more Roaches and more Zerglings to handle the incoming enemy Widowmines. Hydras are honestly your best answer. So that's it. That's it for the advice portion of this cast, because obviously Cheshire is not going to do it, because this is not a live situation. But I don't know. Cheshire can still win this game. He's up 171 and 97 total supply. And I don't know who sent this in. I don't know if this was MP that sent it in or Cheshire that sent it in. It is honestly a pretty kind of a non-standard Midrank Madness, but still exhibiting some pretty nice Midrank Madness tendencies, like the constant harassment from MP and the amazing macro from Cheshire in response. 105 workers. He probably has too many drones right now. He's at 189 supply. He's making more corruptors to deal with the 2 battle cruisers that exist, which is fine. I'd love him to attach an overseer to these corruptors instead of blindly cruising around out here. Why would you blindly do this? What part of your existence tells you to blindly fly around when there are Widowmines on the map? And I don't mean Widowmines. I mean 23 Widowmines exist out here. Love the caustic spray on this base. You can't repair through caustic spray that easily. It depends how many corruptors it is. It's going down. Can the Widowmine save the planetary? No! Ah! Okay, the planetary dies. More corruptors die. 40 of them have gone down, in fact. But not having a 4th base for MP is a massive problem. If he's going to try to win this game, he needs a 4th base. He probably needs a 5th base. He probably needs a 6th base. Cheshire is out-expanding him, killing him in economy brutally. Brutal destruction here, and the Roaches continue. The one way that I maybe feel like Cheshire could lose this game, if he tries to go Roaches, just constantly making Roaches and wandering his way into Widowmines, and they're all dying horribly. I mean, Broodlords are not a bad idea answer. You just have to worry about the Widowmines unburrowing and walking over under your Broodlords and then reburrowing, and then all the Broodlords die. Broodlords are not super fast. It's hard for them to run away from that situation. I've had that happen to me before. Widowmine count is continuing to increase. We're at 45 of those. So the army composition right now is 45 Widowmines to 3 battle cruisers. Very weird. Very, very weird Midrank Madness game. But once again, exhibiting some mid-level play. I kind of love it, actually. I mean, this is one way to mass Widowmine. Ugh. They're actually not in range to kill any of these. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, no! Look, I understand you're getting upgrades for your Roaches. It's awesome. Ow, ow, ow. What I might even try to do is get some units. Like, take some Corruptors, fly them across the Widowmines, and get them on top of the Battle Cruisers. So the splash damage kills the BCs, too. Friendly splash is an issue here. Like this, accidentally working, right? How this Corruptor is over the BCs. Oh! That's so many dead Roaches. 72 Roaches have died. Oh my gosh, Cheshire's back down to 124 supply, 132 supply, after losing 72 Roaches right now. 72. Adrenalings? This would be actually... Ow! Dude, is Cheshire gonna tap out? I bet he's feeling incredibly annoyed here. He's lost 109 SCVs today. Drones today. He's still at 2x the resources lost of the Terran, 30,000 to 14,000. Consistently here. WIDOWMINEs, we're getting attacked by roaches. Don't care, boss. There are enough of us to wander in and kill everything. Where are your overseers? He's like, I don't have any overseers. Make some overseers. Ow. Ow, look at them killing eggs and larvae and stuff. And MP's got his 12 o'clock 4th base back. That's excellent for him. He's up 169 to 137 supply. And guess what it all is? 50 WIDOWMINEs. And 3 Battlecruisers. Roaches. The roaches don't outrange the WIDOWMINEs. My kingdom for a Hydralisk. Yeah, a Ravager. Ravager's not a terrible idea either. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I mean, this is a situation that really shouldn't work for MP, but he just has so much, and Cheshire's not making the right things. Yeah, Corruptor's... No. Man, if these lings had adrenal glands, it'd be awesome. This base die? I guess Battlecruiser killed this. Sure. These drones are working in a WIDOWMINE infested base. Why would you do this? Where's your detection? What? 138. 138 drones have died in 20 minutes today. My Zergy heart is sad. But wow. MP executing a strategy. Overseers keep flying over the WIDOWMINEs to detect them and then dying miserably. They're providing detection, but there's nothing to actually kill the WIDOWMINEs. This Battlecruiser casually got 38 kills. The Overseers die because they're in oversight mode and not running away. And that's it, man. GG. MP wins it. Cheshire taps out. That is a 41 kill Battlecruiser, ladies and gentlemen. These WIDOWMINEs are, I don't know, 5, 6, 4 kills. 3 each here. 9 on that one. 10 on that one. Wow. What a crazy Mimi game that is. SniperMonkey called it that. He was not wrong. 113 WIDOWMINEs died today. Wow. I mean, what an absolutely incredible mid-rank madness. That was a ton of fun. Whew, 145 drones died. 15 SCVs died. 1 planetary fortress. 1 hatchery. 60 corruptors died. 126 roaches died. Not a Hydralisk in sight. Not a Ravager in sight. He made 1, but it died before it could pop out. And again, 43,000 resources lost to 17,000. That is far more than a 2-to-1 ratio. MP. I don't know if you do this a lot, but man, Zergs must kind of hate it, but well done indeed. All right, so that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2, Legacy of the Void, and a mid-rank madness. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
The path of ascension is